Hello, this is Left Turn Productions, and welcome to the Summer Dirt Derby, the main event. So yesterday I ran the heat races, and now we are on to the main event. Two cars from the heats did not make it into the main event. We also the last chance qualifier decided who was going to be bumped out, and it was JJ Skippy and number 9 Rocks, but everybody else is in the race. So let's look at your starting lineup here. Brendan Creason, Logan Drayling, Isaac Bean, and Scarlett Rose won their respective heats. And then you have two Caleb Campbell Motorsports cars there, Grant Hoover and Chase Bell. The other Caleb Campbell Motorsports car starting in 11th there, with Caleb Campbell driving it. Sportsman 2009 with a pretty good starting spot in 7th, and then it's Dylan Kroom, Flambeau Camaro, Riley Nyman, like I said, Caleb Campbell, and Trey Wright. And here's the second half of the field here. TGR Films, Brady Wilmington, Ryan Kendall, James Edwards, Shane Wensloff, who advanced through the last chance qualifier. He won the last chance qualifier. Eddie Starr, Kayla Marinelli, Josh Hayden, Holographic Taco, Trivia May, Jacob Hertzner, and Laker Productions, who was the final car to make it in. So, here's how it is going to work before we get them started. We're going to have two 5-lap stages and then a final 10-lap run to the finish. So it is a 20-lap race around the dirt here at Azuria Speedway, and the green flag is in the air as Creason and Drayling lead them off. See the field of cars coming by as they're already down on the back straightaway now. Creason still has the lead. He has not been anywhere except first the entire time through this weekend. He topped the speed charts in qualifying and practice and everything. He has been almost undefeated this entire time. But here comes Grant Hoover and Caleb Campbell. Two Caleb Campbell Motorsports cars. They look identical, but Creason is now starting to pull away. Caleb Campbell trying to catch up there. And Shane Wensloff has come from the back of the pack, and he's competing for the lead now, as he might take over second. Oh, Caleb Campbell runs him down. Shoves him, and Dylan Kroom gets turned around. Oh, and a hard head-on hit. Kayla Marinelli and Josh Hayden, his two teammates, get into it. Wow, let's look at that again. You'll see right here, there's Shane Wensloff, the purple number 15 car. Caleb Campbell in third there, and Caleb just shoves him down the racetrack. These two have had beef with each other as of late, so I would not be surprised if that was on purpose. And meanwhile, Dylan Kroom gets turned by Logan Drayling. Sportsfan 2009 gets some damage in that, and then Caleb Marinelli nowhere to go, head-on hit, and collects the other two cars from that team. That team is owned by Brad Keselowski, and all three of his cars are now out of this thing. And Sportsman now going into the pits, and he will end up coming out. So I believe there's 2 laps to go in the stage. At least there should be. Brendan Creason and Isaac Bean are on the front row. Green flag is in the air. Grant Hoover going to try to make it 3 wide down on the bottom. He jumped Creason on the restart. Oh, and Caleb Campbell shoved Shane Wensloff almost up into the wall there. Meanwhile, Grant Hoover is taking over the lead. Flambeau Camaro in second, it looks like. And coming around 3 and 4. Is this the end of the stage? No, it's not. There's still 1 more lap to go. Creason up on the high side. Flambeau Camaro going to try to take the lead away from Grant Hoover. Coming down the backstretch. Here comes Trivia May. She's in the picture now. And now, coming out of turn 4, this is the final lap of the stage right here. Grant Hoover sliding sideways off the corner. He's going to get the win to stage number 1. So here are the top 10 for stage number 1. The results here. Grant Hoover wins the first stage. Flambeau Camaro second. Trivia May, Brendan Creason, Trey Wright getting a top 5 there. Isaac Bean, Chase Bell, Eddie Starr, Caleb Campbell, and Logan Drayling. So let's get some takeaways from this first stage. Heated tensions between Shane Wensloff and Caleb Campbell as Campbell shoved him out of the way both times, and both times kind of looked like it was on purpose. course, they've had some beef as of late. You might want to pay attention to them. Also, some drivers coming up from towards the back. Trivia May, Trey Wright, Eddie Starr all ended up getting inside the top 10 here in this last stage. Kayla Campo Motorsports looks strong. All three of their cars in the top 9 there. And the final takeaway is Brendan Creason. He has been dominant, but he got jumped easily on the restart by Grant Hoover. So we'll see if he has a different strategy if he gets back up front. So now we're going to start stage number 2. Grant Hoover, Flambeau Camaro on the front row. Green flag back in the air. It also seems like the bottom lane seems to be the best lane. I forgot to mention that in the notes there. You want to try and stay on the bottom if you can. Here comes Trivia May. Remember, she got spun out by Shane Wensloff in the heat race. Look at them. They're 4 wide. They were 4 wide entering turn number 3. That was Isaac Bean making that move. He made a 4 wide move to win his heat. And now they're 3 wide for the lead. Bean sticking it up through the middle as Creason tried to take it from Grant Hoover. And Isaac Bean with an incredible move once again. Getting it up towards the front. Incredible move by the 93. Man, he's not afraid to poke his nose into the holes, but Brendan Creason coming back by on the outside. Oh, there's contact. James Edwards, it looked like, and Shane Wensloff is in it, and Flammable Camaro. So Wensloff goes around, and let's go and see what happened. Going into the corner. James Edwards running inside the top 10. Pretty good run for that car that had some mechanical issues in the heats. Looks like they got those mechanical issues fixed. And let's see. Oh, wow. He just slid right up into him. And as you can see there, that also ended up turning around the 69 of Flammable Camaro. And James is able to keep going. Shane Wensloff got turned around. Almost hit the wall, but didn't, and it looks like both the 15 and the 69 will be able to keep going. So we're going to have a dash to the end of the stage here. Brendan Creason got the lead in all of that, and he will now be in there. But remember what happened on the last stage. Will Brendan Creason let that happen again? Green flag back in the air, and Creason blocks Grant Hoover. That was a great move there. Oh my goodness gracious, they're wrecking again. Ryan Kendall, Scarlett Rose, Eddie Starr. It's the big one. James Edwards again. Looks like Holographic Taco was in it. Oh my. Several drivers involved. Brady Wilmington, one of them. He's been running in the back basically most of this race. It looked like he didn't get all the damage fixed from the heats. And Laker Productions involved in that as well. Let's go back and see what happened on this restart. So Brendan Creason obviously expected Grant Hoover to go down to the inside like he did on the last stage, so he blocked, and oh my goodness, Scarlett Rose, what are you doing? Taking it 5 wide in the corner. I don't know what Scarlett Rose was thinking there. That was clearly not going to work. The 01 got turned around by the 27, Eddie Starr up into the air, and Brady Wilmington just slid right into it. And then Trey Wright somehow got turned around, and that caused Laker Productions to climb up onto his car. Let's look at that one more time. A lot to unpack in this one. So it's pretty clear what Creason did here on the restart. Grant Hoover tried to get a run into the corner, and that probably caused, it looked like that caused Grant Hoover to check up. And maybe, I think maybe Scarlett Rose saw an opportunity there. Maybe she didn't know that they were going 5 wide. She was trying to stick her nose under there, and Kendall and Rose made contact. Eddie Starr, nowhere to go. Oh, and it looks like Brady Wilmington got turned by Laker Productions. Laker Productions nailed the back of his car. So clearly Laker didn't stop in time, or didn't know that the wreck was happening. And you saw also the 01 to James Edwards get turned by Chase Bell there. Eddie Starr getting up in the air a little bit, lands on all fours, doesn't go over. And Holographic Taco and Laker Productions both involved. Those are 2 teammates. And you can see these 5 cars are now out of the race. Wilmington, Rose, Wright, Laker, and Star all going to be out of this race, I believe. So now, I think it's a 1-lap dash to the end of the stage, maybe? And we're lining them up basically how we were last time. So green flag back in the air. Oh, Creason went down. I think he expected Grant Hoover to try to make that move again, and Isaac Bean got a great jump off the restart. Grant Hoover did not make that move that he tried making the last few times, kind of bamboozled Creason there, but will Creason be able to get the lead back away? Caleb Campbell back up in the picture here. He's running in second, now he's in third. And Isaac Bean goes across the line here. I believe this was the white flag of the stage. Creason got right to Bean's back bumper, but will he be able to pass him? How about Sportsman 2009 with a damaged race car? He worked his way all the way up to the third position. Oh, Wenzloff through the grass, or not the grass, through the dirt that's in the middle of the track. He's able to get back up on the track, and it looks like Isaac Bean will win the second stage. You see them come across the line 2 and 3 wide. Holographic Taco slow across the line, probably got some damage in that last incident. So here are the results of Stage 2. Once again, the top 10. Isaac Bean, once again with the incredible moves, able to get the win in Stage number 2. Brendan Creason second. Sportsfan 2009 drove up with a damaged race car to make it up to third. Logan Drayling, Chase Bell, Caleb Campbell, Grant Hoover, Trivia May, Flambeau Camaro, Ryan Kendall round out the top 10. Kendall actually didn't sustain that much damage in that accident. So, takeaways from this stage, basically the same as the first. Just a different verse, it seems like. Isaac Bean coming out on top here. Caleb Campbell Motorsports still running solidly. Their cars are 5th, 6th, and 7th, all in a row there. And yeah, it's kind of... And also the conflict between Caleb Campbell and Shane Wenzloff still going on through this race. That's about the 3rd time that they've gotten together. You saw on that last lap, Caleb shove the 15 down. So now, the race is halfway over. We are going to have a big run to the checkered now. Isaac Bean is going to lead them. Coming out of turn 4, 10 laps to go in the race. Logan Drayling going to try the top side. The top hasn't worked a whole lot in this race, but maybe as the race goes on, the top lane will start becoming the preferred lane. As you see them coming around, turns 3 and 4 now. Bean starting to get a big lead as they're 3 wide behind him. Chase Bell trying to get into the mix as well. Oh, Wenzloff gets turned around. Is that going to be a yellow flag? No, it's not, as Sportsfan takes the lead. That was not a caution. Sportsfan 2009 ends up getting the lead now, and Chase Bell is in the mix as well. How about that? A damaged number 82 getting into the lead. Oh, maybe a bit of contact between the 27 and the 30 there as Logan Drayling tried to take second away. He will take second away, and he's now eyeballing the lead away from Sportsfan. Brendan Creason still hanging tough on the outside lane as the pack starts to crunch back together. Here comes Drayling to the inside, not able to get past Sportsfan. Sportsfan chops across Brendan Creason's front nose, and Creason pulls the crossover, going into turns 3 and 4 again. Trying to get around Sportsfan, and he will. Logan Drayling looks like might also get around Sportsfan. So the winners of heats 1 and 2 are now 1 and 2 in this race, as Creason finds himself back out front. Trivia May back into the top 5. Kind of fell out of the top 5 after stage 2, but is working her way back up, trying to take third away from Sportsfan. Isaac Bean going to try to make a move down there, and he will take third place away. I think so, but he's still side by side, and yes, he will take third away. Caleb Campbell in 4th place. And how about Shane Wenzloff? He's coming back. I wonder if he'll take a shot at Caleb Campbell, because this race, it seems like it's only been Caleb taking the shots here, as we see, oh, Wenzloff drives him in, and he bumped him up the track. That was kind of mundane compared to what Caleb Campbell's done to him. But anyway, here comes Logan Drayling now. We have a challenge for the lead. Brendan Creason and Logan Drayling side by side. Caleb Campbell, bonsai move to dive underneath Wenzloff. Not able to pass him that time around. Logan Drayling takes the lead away. And, oh, Caleb and Wenzloff both up the track. Caleb took a shot at him. Oh, and now we got contact. Trivia May is around. Riley Nyman is in it. Oh, man, big hit. TGR Films into the side of the number 5, and that is going to cause a caution with, I believe, about 3 laps to go in the race. So let's go back and see what happened. First of all, let's see what was going on between the 46 and the 15, and that's been the main storyline throughout this entire thing. Shane Wenzloff somehow able to get back up towards the front of the field, trying to defend himself for the first time this race. He dives in underneath Caleb. He knew that he had to really fight to get past Caleb, because Caleb was just going to put him down into the loose dirt or put him up into the wall, shove him up the track or whatever, spin him out. Because Caleb Campbell was not going to give him a single break in this race. And that's how he was able to get by him. And then watch what Caleb does in this corner here. Absolutely dive bombs. Wenzloff saw the move coming, crosses him over, and gets back by him. Meanwhile, there's a fight for the lead going on. I think Drayling ended up taking the lead for that caution. Now Caleb Campbell's had enough. He put Wenzloff up the racetrack. I thought that was going to turn him around, but it didn't. And here's the incident that happened that caused the caution. It looks like Trivia May got slid into by Riley Nyman. Maybe Nyman thought that he wouldn't slide that much. Sportsfan and Flambeau Camary see them taking evasive action down on the bottom, and they miss it. Unfortunately, TGR Films does not. Hits Riley Nyman square in the door. That is a hard hit, I can tell you that much. But fortunately, Riley was able to get out of the car, as well as TGR Films. Both of them are done. Unfortunately, nobody got hurt in that incident. That was a nasty-looking side impact from TGR Films. Luckily, it looked like TGR Films had slowed down considerably to try to miss the number 5 when he came in to the driver's side door. So, now, this is the final restart. We actually have 2 laps to go in the race. And it's going to be between Logan Drayling and Brendan Creason. And then you've got a trio of Caleb Campbell Motorsports cars behind. Here they come now around turn number 4 to decide who's going to win the race. Green flag is in the air. Who is going to get it? 2 laps to go here at Azuria. Pretty even between Creason and Drayling as they're side by side coming off the backstretch. Isaac Bean making a 4-wide move once again. Oh, in trouble. The 46 shoved up the 15, and that turned around the 27. No caution. White flag is in the air. Next flag will end the race. Drayling on the inside of Creason. Will he be able to get by the 8? Creason with a great run off the high side. One last chance for Logan Drayling as he comes up through turns 3 and 4, but it won't be enough. Brendan Creason is going to win the Summer Dirt Derby as they are 3 wide for 3rd. As the drivers come across the line now. So the race has ended. Brendan Creason has won. Here are the final results of the race. But first we will show you the replay of the finish and what happened on those last 2 laps. It's going to take a while to get back there. But here's the restart with Drayling leading them. On the inside, Creason was able to keep up with Drayling. Was able to time the restart. Saw Chase Bell try to go up to the outside to try and make it 3 wide. Wasn't able to get there. Both the 8 and the 30, they seemed like the 2 fastest cars. They were the 2 ones that won their heats. They were 1-2 in qualifying to decide the starting order of the heats. And they ended up being 1-2 in the race. And here's the incident right here that I want to look at. They're 4 wide going into the trial, or not the trial, turn number 3. And, oh, look at that. It's the 46 and the 15 together again. And it looks like Caleb ran Shane up the racetrack. That one, I don't know if it was on purpose, because they were kind of stuck 4 wide. Maybe Isaac Bean got into the side of the 46. But either way, it ended up causing one of Caleb's teammates to spin out, Chase Bell. And I believe Caleb ended up finishing ahead of Shane. But anyway, the white flag comes out. Brendan Creason had the lead there for a moment, and they're still side by side, but Brendan Creason got an incredible run off the corner, and that basically sealed the deal for him. That is what won him the race, that incredible run off turn 2. Drayling tried to go to the outside, but he couldn't quite make it work. And Brendan Creason, how about Sportsman 2009? He just sent it down the bottom in turn 4, and he ended up getting third. As you see, the 3-wide finish there between Sportsman 2009, Grant Hoover, and Isaac Bean. And yeah, Caleb did finish ahead of Shane. So kind of interesting to see what will end up happening in the comments section after this video is out. But yeah, here are the final results of the race. Brendan Creason takes home the win, and he basically was first in everything except the stages. So he clearly had the best car all day. The best car won. Kind of seems pretty fitting there. Logan Drayling, second place. Sportsfan 2009 will get third. Grant Hoover, Isaac Beam, Flammable Camaro, Trivia May, Caleb Campbell, Shane Winslow, Ryan Kendall round out the top 10. And then you see Chase Bell and Jacob Herstner, who, might I mention, I didn't see him the entire race, it seemed like, but Jacob Herstner ends up in 12th. That is an incredible finish because he was upside down in his heat race. And he was able to get that car fixed up, and he finished 12th. Incredible run by that 10 team. James Edwards, Holographic Taco, the last drivers to finish the race in 13th and 14th. And then you have all the drivers that DNF'd, which are denoted by an exclamation point. Basically everyone 15th on down did not finish the race. So congratulations to Brendan Creason for winning the Summer Dirt Derby. Maybe I'll turn this into Street Stock Series Season 2. We'll see what ends up happening afterwards. But anyway, I had fun making this kind of a return to form for me. Maybe stay tuned for more of these. And also, I will be recording Minecraft Episode 6 either tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, stay tuned for that. This is Left Turn Productions, signing out.